E salve a tutti ragazzi, bentornati sul canale di HitMarB91. Eccoci ancora una volta su Starfield. Andremo sempre nello spazio per cercare i manufatti e per scoprire chi sono gli astrali. Prima di tutto adesso dovremo andare a parlare con Noel che ci sta aspettando dentro.
The eye's gone completely dark. I can't reach anyone on the station.
Noel, Starborn, came out of nowhere.
Vladimir, get out of there!
He already left. Said he was going
Male.
to the lodge. Sarah, she's still breathing, but oh God, all that blood.
Hello, Constellation. Are you there?
Ci siamo qui.
Who are you?
Oh,
What did you do to our friends?
They call me the Hunter. And now that I'm here, your part in glimpsing the Unity is over. I'm already on my way. Say goodbye to your friends. It won't be long.
Forget about us. That Starborn bastard is after the artifacts. You can't let him take them. Pack up the collection, move it somewhere they can't find it.
ok, faremo così.
Damn it. Vladimir's right. We need to get the artifacts packed up, and that means holding off the Starborn.
What about everyone on the eye? We can't leave them to die up there.
We got this. Just stick together.
Ok.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to pack up the artifacts. I'll get started. Hopefully this will only take a few minutes. If my hands can stop shaking!
Take cover, everyone.
Where? Do you really expect them to barge through the front door?
That's right, Walter. He's just stopping by for a chat.
Could you all keep it down? I'm trying to work here.
Oh cazzo.
Walter! Are you alright? I'm almost done! Just a bit longer!
È forte?
Check the artifact! Ignore them first. Focus. Focus.
Bella cagata. No, ma possibile questa cosa?
Come on!
Ne fuggiamo ragazzi, fuggiamo.
No running! Get to the ship!
Cerca di raggiungere la nostra navetta, cazzo. Cosa ci abbiamo di... perché pesiamo così tanto? Noi siamo troppo, porca miseria. Cazzo. Non devo togliermi per forza qualcosa. Adesso va meglio? Sì. Oh cazzo. Permesso, su. No, mi scusi, sono accovacciato, come faccio a passare? Andiamo spazio porto subito. Ragazzi, mi dispiace, ma qua c'è troppo casino. Ok. Era meglio prendere la nuova la navetta, porca puttana. Cosa vogliono?
I was merely taking the shortest path to my destination. But now, I think I'll just kick back.
Bah, come vuoi, per me sono problemi.
There's a greater purpose to all this. You might have a larger role than I realized. Mistake on my part. Keep collecting the artifacts. We'll meet again. Maybe you'll glimpse the unity and...
Ok. Ad Maiora. Sull'occhio, su. Ci avviciniamo un attimo di un po'. Subito, attracca subito. alziamoci.
Sarah? Come on,
No,
Sarah.
cazzo.
Talk to me. No, not again. I can't bury another member of Constellation, Sarah. I can't. Don't go. She's gone. No. There's nothing that will change anything now. We should get moving.
Dad! The others are here. We're going to be okay.
I really messed up on this one, friend. Usually the last guy to get outdrawn.
Sam però è vivo.
Back at you. I don't think I'm gonna be moving around too much for a bit. But I'll be alright. Oh, thank the stars beyond.
Dobbiamo fare il giro subito. No, anche lei.
He came out of nowhere. Thank you. I don't think I can move right away. But I'll make it. Go on.
Avere Vladimir. Ok.
You're alive. Kriegs's ghost can keep waiting. No tears for the old. Got the others to worry about.
Però
Vladimir! Oh, thank goodness! Where's Sarah?
sarà.
We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure. Just means he's playing the waiting man's game. He'll be back once we've done all the work of collecting the other pieces.
The hunter, he probably found us because we're somewhere obvious. High-populated area, just like how the Starborn found you orbiting Neon the first time. But the fact that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means they can't get them without searching.
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fringe, or on something that can slip from their grasp if they do another strike from the curtain. Hope your walls are high, just in case the Starborn get lucky and
Sì, ma
find
dove?
the spot to do the breach and storm.
Here, keep the artifacts safe. I guess we'll meet back at the lodge after?
Dove la facciamo? Permesso su. Allora, c'ho 3 punti abilità. Vediamo le altre cosa possiamo sbloccare. Ok. Credo di averli usati tutti i punti. Addirittura Gagarin c'è. Non è niente di che comunque. Giove, Venere. Se la costruisco qua, che cosa succede? Torniamo alla luce, ragazzi.
Victim of the recent attack. Please remain calm.
Cavolo, ma hanno messo ferro e fuoco il pianeta. Porca puttana. Speriamo che la gente sia al sicuro qui.
There's been an incident. Please continue going about your business.
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Mateo, I need to be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time.
I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground
Vabbè,
a
dimmi.
million times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious. If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that?
Sì.
Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
E chi è?
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars.
Altre crociate.
I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
Proviamo.
I don't mind taking a detour to gather data. Only thing we'd lose is time, really.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right.
Va bene.
I'll meet you over there.
We can pay to fix the damages, but, well, some things are irreplaceable.
The lodge feels a little colder than it used to.
Ok. A proposito, facciamo vedere l'equipaggio. Mettiamo Barrett e Andrea. Avamposti purtroppo non ne ho. Quindi dove dobbiamo andare adesso? E dov'è?
Sorry. I've been lost in thought for a bit.
Devo andare da Austus. No, Aquilus. Perché mi è venuto in mente Augustus? Comunque dovremo cercarci un pianeta per creare un avamposto. Uno in cui l'acqua sia potabile, il clima sia temperato. Ma qui dobbiamo entrare.
You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Eccolo lì.
War memorial. We can stop to pay respects, if you'd like.
When someone... Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Ah, Matteo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the
Certo.
soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Può darsi.
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
Meglio.
Have you ever heard one of his sermons? They're really good.
Sanctum Universo. Devo sedere, è vero.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
Sventure.
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
Giusto.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning.
Sono già cazzi.
There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Speriamo.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun.
Okay.
And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave. I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have. The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. The rune worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships.
E chi
I
sarebbe?
visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well. Oh, and here, take this. You're a member of the Sanctum after all, and this is the beginning of a pilgrimage of sorts.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a
Va
few
bene,
more
tanto il
questions.
giubileo è fra 2 anni, quindi che cazzo me ne frega. Vabbè, andiamo a parlare con la tippa, la prigioniera Varum. Vabbè, comunque, vediamo le frecce dove ci portano. Ah, sei tu, Barrett. Bravo, bravo, fischia.
Need to drop that.
Ah, vabbè, la luccia. Ho capito. Schiamo la freccia. Speriamo di trovare entrambi.
That is convenient, but riding right after eating can give you stomach aches.
Lì c'è? Eccola qui.
Every time I see that statue, I feel it. Can't really explain why, but I do.
Looks like you've got some fines to clear up.
Io?
I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information. We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force.
Io?
Smart decision. Stand by to be transferred.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still
Guarda,
don't
iniziare a rompere il
understand
cazzo
why he
questo
trusts the criminal.
di parlarmi,
Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat.
The prisoner's ready, sir.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Ecco.
I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now.
Ecco.
Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills.
Va bene,
Speaking
aggiungilo.
of which, let's see what we're working with here. Says here you spent some time as a diplomat. That isn't quite what we do around here, but still, having a way with words might prove useful. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy.
Certo.
Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you
Sentiamo
in
cosa
my
avrei fatto.
crosshairs. I will, when I'm ready. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself.
Dica.
My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do?
No.
UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
Cosa c'entro io?
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway.
E quindi?
We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. Not for me. For yourself.
Per me.
Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Well, first of all, we'll forget about the infraction that landed you on the Vigilance. Wipe the slate clean. Better still, depending on how well you do your job, we'll even kick in a few extra credits to offset any cost that the operation will incur. Or you can throw all that away and end up back in jail with a hefty fine attached. Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else?
Va bene, accettiamo.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. Strongly
Bastardo.
suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Cazzo di imbecille.
Let's go.
E andiamo. Non ci volevo neanche venire qua.
So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh? Coming in all alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
Pardon.
Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't.
Sì, è molto bella, guarda, non vedo l'ora.
Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right? This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
Maledizione, non potevo andare a cercare quell'altra cosa, invece andare dai cosi del Varum. Vabbè, lasciamo perdere, guarda. Io che devo parlare alla prigioniera, invece no.
Excuse me.
Yes, what?
Dov'è?
Yes?
Hello.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
Ok.
Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach.
No, no, non mi
We
devo
need
usare la
eyes
mia.
and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses.
Okay.
The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. I do. Our
Dillo.
intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her
Oh,
attention.
Dio.
That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal.
Ok.
Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good.
Ok, dici quello che devo fare, io lo
This
faccio.
entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear.
Ok.
As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
Va bene.
That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. You have your orders.
Hey.
Howdy.
Anch'io idiota, cazzo. Ma come cavolo è possibile questa cosa? Vabbè, cambiamo missione allora. Dove sarebbe questo tenente? Oddio mio, magari era dentro quella stanza la tenente. Eccola qui, infatti.
Hey.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up.
Ok, sono tutto
While you're working
orecchi.
undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look
Scusate.
suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me.
Ok.
Is that understood? Well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right.
Ok.
That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing.
Sentiamo.
Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return. As compensation for your efforts.
Ok.
It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea.
Ok.
All right. We've loaded a
Interessante.
container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Let me know if you need anything else.
Excuse me.
Ma si può, devo andare a Saidoni. Per aver preso tanto. No. Ah, ok. Ma si può. Una cosa dietro l'altra, ma da... Chiedo scusa. Ma questa è la mia frontier. Sinceramente devo parlare con quella tipa, ma...
How long we're gone?
Va bene.
You're not busy? Let's chat.
Dai adesso, su.
Sure, I've got a minute. Listen, you risked your life to save me. I keep wondering if that made it harder to save Sarah, too. I've replayed those moments in my mind over and over. And you need to know that you did what a leader does. And if it had been me instead of her, I would feel at peace knowing that she made it. I know. And I can't say it's the best choice, but nevertheless, thank you. I don't know if you're ready to talk, or if you need 20 years to get to that point, or if you never want to talk about it again. But I just want you to know that if you do, I'm here for you.
Ok.
I'm not sure that I am, but maybe in time that will change. Of course. Could have been so much worse. We are all Constellation. When a star goes nova, it can destroy everything nearby, or it can nourish a new era of planets and life and everything that goes with it. The galaxy is littered with the deaths of so many brilliant, wonderful stars. But if stars never went nova, then we wouldn't be who we are now. Still doesn't make it easier for anybody, even you.
No.
But you did what you had to do. We all know that. Sarah was our leader. She was the light in Aja's eye, and she kept everything together.
Ma è morta, l'hanno
She would tell you
uccisa.
right now that this was not your fault. She would want us to focus and solve this problem together. That sounds nice and lovely. I hope it's true. But we still benefit from our memories and the things we've learned from those who have gone. And that can be enough, too. You know, we're fortunate. Constellation brought us all together, and we're all better for it. If we're going to set things right, it's going to be because of that.
Va bene.
Yes?
Quindi dobbiamo andare a Saidonia. Abbiamo dell'Aurora nella stiva. Ah, giusto che non posso andare così perché devo prima sganciare la navetta e poi dopo andare.
Ships separated. Engaging drive. Sidonia. Together to ensure that this place functions. And it does. John takes a back.
Living in the ground or caves has been a classic human maneuver since our species branched off.
Ok.
Do your part to keep Sidonia graffiti free.
Va bene.
Sidonia may be rough around the edges, but it is utterly monumental for humanity.
No, dove cavolo
Be
è?
careful down near the mines and enter any active sites at your own risk.
Dove devo andare? Ah, qui dentro, ok. Salve.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line.
Ok.
Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
No, quello.
Well, hang on there. We haven't even started to negotiate yet.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
Sì, un bel po'.
You must be new at this game, love, so I'm gonna let that one slide. In our business, nothing gets done until money is exchanged, even if that means leaving a credit on each and every rung of the ladder as you climb your way up.
No, col cazzo.
Well then, we have nothing left to discuss, do we, love? Be seeing you soon.
Ecco, ho rovinato
Anything I can
tutto.
help you with, Captain?
You bring me that finder's fee, or are you here to waste my time again?
Va bene,
You know,
tieni.
it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Glad we could put things into perspective.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear.
Ok.
Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Ma vattene a fanculo. Vabbè, andiamo da questo Adler.
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
Eccolo qui. Eccolo, Adler Camp.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you.
E non incazzarti, porco due.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
That wasn't part of our deal. But I bet you're about to say it's a non-negotiable addendum.
Giusto.
As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, I am. Non-negotiable addendum. I like that. Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Devo riscuotere il debito, porco due, oh. E comunque ragazzi, il fatto che Sara sia morta mi ha lasciato un po' senza parole, perché non me l'aspettavo sinceramente, ecco.
Something I can help you with?
Certo.
Adler Camp. Who the heck is that? Yes, of course. You're right. Adler's not going to just give up now, is he?
No.
I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah? Well, I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay?
Giusto.
You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Technically, there are several natural geologic phenomena that can stimulate the blood effect.
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money. What? Oh my god. He might come after them?
Certo, no?
Because of me? I hadn't even thought of the possibility. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
E che torniamo dal tipo.
Mars isn't for everybody.
Ok.
What's up?
Ecco qua.
Have something for me?
Sì.
There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more.
No.
A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself.
Ah, ottimo,
Head
dai.
out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Va bene. Quindi signori, ci rechiamo su Europa. Ed eccoci di ritorno nella Frontier.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
Per ora fammi sedere. Quindi signori, per quanto riguarda la missione verso Europa, la vedrete nel prossimo episodio. Vi ricordo di mettere un like, di commentare il video, di condividerlo. Quindi un saluto da itmenartb91 e alla prossima su Starfield. Ciao a tutti, ciao ciao.